So I just got home from the store. It's Friday afternoon, and after I get off work on Friday, I usually go to the grocery store. I go to Whole Foods and then I go to Publix. A lot of the same stuff you can get at Walmart or Publix or any grocery store that you shop at. We've had a lot of people ask what we eat in a week, what we get at the store, so I just want to give y'all some insight to what we buy. We're gonna start with meat and dairy, so if you don't eat meat or dairy, you can just fast forward through this part. First and foremost, we try to not use plastic bags if at all possible. I always have this little box in my car and I just try to bring my bags in. I hate getting to the store and forgetting all my bags, so this is a good way just to already have them there. Whenever you can, just PSA, try not to use plastic bags. I know it happens to me sometimes, but yeah, just try not to use plastic bags. Here are all of our meats. First off, we have our shrimp. This is the Key West pink shrimp from Whole Foods. What I like about this is that it is wild caught, which is kind of hard to find in like a frozen, deveined, peeled shrimp, and it tastes amazing. We used to do this a lot. We would do shrimp and steak, and this is the steak that we got. This week it is just the grass-fed New York strip from Whole Foods. We usually like sirloin because it's a little bit leaner, but this is all that they had this time. So we'll do like a surf and turf situation. We like to do that at least once a week. We're getting back into it now. So trying this out, we were looking for some wings. So we've been watching Hot Ones like obsessively every morning. And so we're super into wings right now, but wanted to get a better quality. We've gotten them from Publix before and they were good, like the ones that they make, but we just wanted to try making our own with a little higher quality. So we are going to try these out. We'll let you know if we like them. This whole thing was only $11.14, which is pretty great in my opinion. Much higher quality than what we pay for, actually cheaper than what we pay for at Publix. The White Oak Pastures, pastured, humane, regenerative, and grass-fed. So this is a farm out of Georgia, and they are a regenerative farm, which is just better for the environment overall. We really try to support this brand. They're, relatively local. Usually, like we said before, we get all of our meat from Butcher Box, but we need some meat for tonight, and the ground beef that I have thawing out in the fridge isn't quite thawed out yet, so I went ahead and just got one pack of this so I could cook it tonight. Great company. You can get this at Publix. It's awesome to support. Our bacon that I'm literally obsessed with. I only like thick cut bacon. I'm very, very weird about my bacon. We love this. Again, just good quality. You can get this at Publix as well. I've gotten my parents turned on to this too. It's so good. Love this brand. We have our Kerrygold butter. We go through so much butter. And like I said before in our past video, we're not on a cut right now. So we do have a lot of fat in our diet, which is totally fine for us. These eggs here, I have to admit, just the packaging really caught me, but these are actually on sale this week at Whole Foods. We go through at least 3 or 4 cartons of eggs a week. This is also a pasture-raised company, which we really love. And I also really, really love when eggs don't come in a plastic container. This is just a cardboard container. And I have never, knock on wood, had an egg that is cracked in one of these. Great packaging, they don't waste eggs, and it's not plastic, so we love that. We have our cottage cheese, which we have every day for our second lunch. So we eat our first lunch, and then the afternoon, after we get off work, typically have another meal. And we do the full fat, good culture cottage cheese. I got this at Whole Foods, but I know you can get the same brand at Publix. Sometimes they don't have the full fat one, they just have the low fat one. And you can see on the macros here, a little higher on the fat. So if you are in a cut, you may want to kind of shy away from this one, the whole fat, but we, again, don't really care right now. 14 grams of protein for a half a cup, and it's super filling. We put berries in this. I've had it with just nuts, and so good. We go through quite a bit of these. This was also on sale today, which was awesome. So moving on. Hi. I have ice cream pretty much every weekend. We get this just because it tastes good, but not for the health benefits, honestly, because all the stuff that we put on our ice cream is not the healthiest. Everybody's got to have some balance. So this is our base, and then we'll put like a homemade chocolate chip cookie, maybe like a Reese cup chopped up on top, and oh, it's just so good. Cookies and cream is straight fire, but Candy Bar was the best flavor, but I think they discontinued it, which is super sad. So if y'all see that, please let me know. Cookies and cream is a nice substitute. And then the last of our dairy and meat products is our milk. And so this is another company to support. We got this at Whole Foods. I'm not sure if they have it at Publix or not, but this is also a regenerative farm. And so basically what Logan was explaining to me, because he's done a lot of research on this, but they cycle their cattle and then their crops so that it's better for the environment and it's better just for the farm. You see that, just know that it's one of the best ways to farm, and it's one of the most sustainable ways to farm. So we love to support companies out there that have that. This is the milk that we get, again, whole fat. We kind of eat a carnivore-ish diet, and that's why you'll see a lot of full fat animal products with us. So those are all the meats and the dairies. On to beverages quickly, because we really don't drink that many different kinds of beverages other than just coffee and water. This is the coffee that we get from Whole Foods. I know they have some Pete's at Publix. I don't think they have the organic at Publix. We do try to drink organic coffee when we can. We just drink our coffee black. We don't put any cream or sugar in it, so we want it to taste really good when we do have it. This one's really good. We like dark roast. We don't really like acidic coffee. We stick mostly with dark roast. During the week, we'll have just already ground up coffee, and on the weekends we'll grind our own, usually Death Wish. But this is awesome. If you find this one's really good. We like this one a lot better than the French roast. We started drinking kombucha recently again. We used to drink this every night, and then we kind of cut it out for a little while. Kind of miss the fermented foods and drinks. And this is the GTs. Several reasons why we get this one. It's probably got the least amount of sugar out of most of the kombuchas that you'll find in the grocery store. And so that's really important. You want to get the lowest sugar that you can on these. And I also love that it's this giant bottle. When you're drinking it, 2 people drinking it every night, the big bottle's not as wasteful. And if you wanted to, you could save this glass bottle. The gingerberry and the trilogy are hands down our favorite. If you like kombucha, highly recommend this company. And then kind of moving into pantry items, love burritos. We love Mexican food. We don't have like a Chipotle close by, so we like to just make our own burritos. And I'm so particular about the tortilla. They have to be this brand. I love this brand. They don't rip. They are so great. The texture's great. The flavor's great. You can get these Walmart, Publix, anywhere, but love these. Just keep these in the fridge, and then on the weekends we'll usually have a burrito or like a burrito bowl, which is a great segue into the next item, which is the black bean. So again, not hugely into eating this during the week, but on the weekends we love to have something just different. And these are the best black beans. If you see these at Publix, grab them up. They have the best flavor. You just microwave them, or you could put them on the stovetop. They're vegan, so if you're vegetarian, vegan, these are fine to eat. So we'll put this on our burritos sometimes. This is the Siete blanco queso. So if you are vegan or vegetarian, this is a great substitute for queso. We just absolutely love the flavor. It's so good. We are by no means obviously vegan or vegetarian, but we love this so much. And when we have our vegan friends over, they do like to have this with some chips and salsa. So it's really, really good. Everybody approves. And the macros on it are awesome. So if you want like a little added flavor to your Mexican dish, but you don't want a lot of fat or carbs, this is so great. And it's so low calorie, and it's just made with cashews. Highly recommend if you find this out there. Just got some pepperoncinis to go in our roast that we do every Sunday. If you watched our last video, we showed how we do all of our protein. So I got 2 of those because we go through quite a bit of those. Then got some strawberry jelly. We've been doing toast a lot in the morning, which has been a nice change up, and it's really delicious. This is by far our most favorite strawberry jelly out there. I'm a strawberry jelly fan, not super into the grape jelly. Highly recommend. It's really good, and you can get this at Publix or Whole Foods, and maybe even Walmart. And the toast that we like to do is the sourdough bread from Whole Foods. I'm not sure if Publix has a sliced sourdough bread, but this one is really good. We also get their like bakery sourdough, but this one's just really convenient and easy to figure out your macros on it. So 2 slices, is like 28 grams of carbs. If you're trying to measure out everything, this is just an easier way to do it instead of having to try to weigh out your bread all the time. And then we go through a lot of peanut butter in this house. Logan is obsessed with peanut butter, and I've become obsessed with peanut butter since I started dating him. We go through a lot of these. we'll put it in our oatmeal or like on our dessert, our little ice cream dessert. Particularly this brand and the chunky, you have to kind of mix it up with like a hand mixer. You can see at the top it settles a little bit, but it is so good. If you're trying to transition to like a natural peanut butter, this is a great one to do it with. It still tastes great. It doesn't just taste like bland peanuts. And then this is the oatmeal that we use. It's from Whole Foods as well. So just the old-fashioned rolled oats. Very, very particular about my oatmeal. I don't like the instant oatmeal very much, so the old-fashioned's where it's at. This one's organic. Not really sure, honestly, how important organic oatmeal is, but it's the same price as the other one, and I just like the old-fashioned. This is just the one I get. And then when we cook our vegetables on high heat, we use avocado oil. Pretty much everything that we cook, all of our vegetables is on like 425, so very, very hot. We try to use oil that will tolerate the high heat, and just get this one from Primal Kitchen. Tastes good. I've gotten the smaller bottle before that just has the avocados from California, and it's got like a green tint to it, and it's also really good, but this one's about the same price as the green one. Just got this one today. And then we're trying this out. I have no idea if it tastes good or not, but we just wanted to get some marinara sauce. We like to do spaghetti squash, and we're thinking we could just make it like actually like a spaghetti style. So we got some pesto to go with it. We tried another brand last week and did not like it at all. So we're trying this one out. I'll get back to y'all on it if I like it or not. It is Whole30, paleo, keto, and I love that it doesn't have soy or canola and the no sugar added, which is hard to find in like a sauce like this. Again, I'll get back to y'all if it's tasty or not. This is my love right here. It's our taco seasoning. You've seen it in our last video when we cooked our ground beef. This stuff is so good. If you have access to this, try it out. Simple ingredients, super easy to use. 1 pack for a pound of meat, and it is the best taco seasoning I have ever tried. It is so good. Please try it. Get back to me. Let me know in the comments if you like it, if you try it, because I'm obsessed. Moving on now to more of like our produce section, the final section. About 2 years ago, Logan and I were eating probably 8 cups of vegetables every single day, and we just got really burnt out. So you'll see not a lot of actual green vegetables, but I'm telling you, we would eat Brussels, broccoli, cauliflower, asparagus, squash, onions, peppers, mushrooms, literally anything and everything we were eating every day. And we just got really burnt out on all of it, kind of messing with our digestive system a little. And we got more into the carnivore-ish diet. And one of the things that they say is kind of an okay vegetable to still eat is squash. So that's why we do spaghetti squash, because still want a little bit of vegetables in there. And you can see like we're starting to come back into like salads and things like that, and mushrooms, and we still eat potatoes, but just not a lot of the broccoli. We're going to try adding Brussels back in and just see how we do with it. But anyway, that's just why we don't have a lot of like leafy greens. No shade against them. We just got really burned out. Like I said, we do squash. They were out of squash at like Publix and Whole Foods. So I'm gonna have to go back and get some more, because we go through about 4 of these, 4 big ones. Last week, they only had like the tiny ones. So I had to get like 8 of them, but probably go get like 2 or 3 more of these just so we have enough for next week. We have our mushrooms back here. So we really do love mushrooms. We started adding them back in, and it hasn't messed with us at all. So I get these from Whole Foods. These are actually an oyster mushroom. I don't really love oyster mushrooms, but these have a really good flavor. They actually kind of have like a cheese flavor. We do these in the pan, saute them up. And then these are the organic shiitake mushrooms that they just have in bulk at Whole Foods. And we got these little bags, these little produce bags off of Amazon. I'll try to link it below. But what's really cool about them is they have the tear weight on them. So you can just tell your cashier, you know, to tear out the weight so they don't account for the weight of this. And we'll just saute these up with these and have them for dinner every night with our squash, which is so yummy. And then we have lots of berries. We do blackberries and blueberries. Try to always get organic with these when we can because the skin is permeable and, you know, any chemicals can go through the skin of berries. So that is one that we do prioritize being organic is the berries. So got these from Whole Foods, but you know, you can get these anywhere. And some bananas. We love putting bananas in our oatmeal, and we've been doing banana pancakes on the weekend. These go quickly in our house, and we just get the organic ones because the price difference isn't really that different from the regular. Lots of avocados. We have a couple in the fridge, so I didn't get a bunch, but we will do these with dinner. We'll make guacamole for our burritos. Anytime we need a little extra fat, it's easy to just throw in like a half or a quarter into your meal. And then Logan loves green Granny Smith apples. He's not a fan of the red. I don't really care which one, but these were on sale, so I just got these today for me. And these are Logan's, and we'll eat these usually with lunch during the week just to add a little carb into our second lunch with our berries. And berries are great because they're so low on carbs, so you can eat like a whole bowl of berries and it's hardly any carbs. So if you're looking for like a lot of bulk but not a lot of carbs, these berries, strawberries, anything, such a good little trick. And then last we have our sweet potatoes, our beloved sweet potatoes. We eat sweet potatoes pretty much every single day with our lunch or dinner. Put a little butter on them, sprinkle a little salt on top of them. They're so good. These are just the organic, I believe the garnet sweet potatoes in Whole Foods. Honestly, I don't really care if they're organic or not, but they just keep charging me for organic when I check out, so I just started buying organic. So that's why these are fancy pants, but any sweet potato is fine. We just love sweet potatoes. We don't really eat white potatoes ever. And I forgot about our lettuces. So this is just shredded lettuce from Whole Foods. We put this on our burritos or in our burrito bowls. And then we'll probably do this with our shrimp and steak, just a little Caesar salad. So far, romaine lettuce hasn't messed with either one of us. We'll do just like one bag of this a week. We'll just split one when we do the steak and shrimp. So this is what we eat pretty much in a week. This isn't everything, but this was a little bit more of a haul than usual because we ran out of some of our staples. So just thought I would show y'all. And if y'all have any questions about anything that we get, please just let me know in the comments below. And if you liked this video, please hit the like button. And we will be putting out some more content soon about like how we cook our vegetables, things like that. But yeah, thank y'all for watching.